you can start investing into AI technology so that you can be ahead of the curve. Because a lot of people are fearing that they're going to lose their job. But it's like, why not buy into the companies that are pouring more money into this technology? Welcome to episode 31 of the Learn podcast, where first you learn, then you drop the L, and then you earn. I'm your host, Dean the Wealth Coach. And my wealth builders, I wouldn't be a wealth coach if I didn't give you some tips on how to build your wealth. And today I'm going to talk about the stock market and what companies are using AI technology. AI technology has been a big craze in the last couple months, and I don't want you guys to focus on what is just being out there right now. We need to go a bit deeper and start digging, doing our homework, doing our research. And AI technology has been around for a very long time. It's just getting a lot of exclusivity now because it's the new thing, right? So when people hear the new thing, or when the masses start to hear about it, now everybody wants to get their hands in it. And how you can get your hands on it before it just takes over whatever it is that you have, whether it's your job, your business. You can start investing into AI technology so that you can be ahead of the curve. Because a lot of people are fearing that they're going to lose their job. But it's like, why not buy into the companies that are pouring more money into this technology? So that way, if you're building your wealth through these publicly traded companies, you have nothing to fear. It's like, hey, if you're going to put more into this, that's more money into my pocket, right? So the first company was the first two companies I'm going to talk about, they've been doing AI technology for quite some time now. And it's a lot of people are forgetting, like, hey, this is also artificial intelligence, right? And it's Google. Google's the first one. Google uses AI and machine learning that helps improve their search algorithms to provide you more relevant searches. So every time you're typing in something, it's saying, okay, this person used this keyword, they're searching for this every so often, let's push some more stuff out to them or find something that's relevant to what they're looking for. So you have to be like, look at all the stuff around you. It's like, how is this implemented, or how has this been implemented into my life now? Like, they also have that Google Assistant. You tell it something and it finds whatever you're looking for. Like if I say, hey Google, it might even pop it up now because I'm using a Google phone. But like, hey Google, tell me what the weather is today. And then it'll tell you what the weather. That's AI technology. It's been around for quite some time. So it's not to say that it's something that it's just now coming to light. It's always been there. It's just for some reason now it's taking over the world where everybody needs to talk about it. So the next company is Amazon. And so let me just scroll this. So Amazon uses AI technology to provide personalized product and recommendations based on your behavior and preferences. You notice how they just always have this stuff on the side and it's like, oh, that looks interesting. It's because they're taking in all the data that you're putting into the computer, and they're just feeding. It's like, okay, if they bought this, then they'll maybe like this, or they start pairing items together. It understands how we behave as humans. Now, it's not something to be afraid of, because at the end of the day, AI technology didn't create itself. Humans created AI technology. So we have the power to change these things at any time. So it's like, if you want to if that type of stuff scares you, then you shouldn't be on the internet, because it's coming everywhere, right? Also, what you can do is you can use what's that thing, incognito, in your search bar or in your Google search if you have Google Chrome.
Is your credit score trash? Are you tired of collection agencies calling you? Are you tired of being denied bank loans and credit cards? Well, then you're in luck. I have created an ebook that will help you repair, maintain, and leverage your credit. Don't even consider filing bankruptcy before reading this book. If you struggle with fixing your credit, then this book is for you. If you struggle with increasing your credit score, then this book is for you. If you are unsure on how to leverage your credit, then this book is definitely for you.
Click the link in the bio and get the credit guide today. That is, I'm not sure what the extension is for Safari or Firefox, but you can have incognito, so it doesn't really remember the history of what you did. That's kind of like a hack with Google or maybe Amazon or YouTube, because if you watch something on Paint on YouTube, a few videos, then it'll start recommending Paint videos to you, right? So that's kind of a way to stop the algorithm from figuring out what your next move is. Like, you're kind of playing chess with it. Another big company that has introduced AI technology a long time ago, Apple. Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Yes, how may I help you? Tell me a joke. Hey Siri. What should I wear with XYZ? Siri's been around for so long. So it's not to say AI technology is something that is just it's a not a revolution. I can't think of the word right now, but it's not to say that AI technology is the new phenomenon. It's been around. It's because media got a hold of it that it's making us seem, or making us believe that it's something new. It's like that new shiny object, and it's like, no, that shiny object's just always been there, or that object's always been there. They just polished it up and be like, hey, here it is now. So you have to kind of be mindful of when media is telling you something. Same thing with what was the other one? Netflix. Netflix is also something that uses AI technology. Algorithm is not just algorithm, it's the machine that's learning your behaviors. The more input you put in, the better the output becomes. So whenever you're searching something on Netflix, if you're looking for rom-coms or cartoons, it's going to recommend that to you. Why? Because it wants your attention. The more you're on it, the better it is for them. That's why they continuously do these things. Another company is NVIDIA. So they make the chips. So that's a graphical user, I can't remember what the thing is, but GPU technology. That I can't remember what the graphic cards are called, but that goes inside of like all the computer chips, the cars, anything that has a bit of smart sense, chips are being put into it. And how they use it, it develops the graphic processing unit. So it processes all the information that comes into it. Sorry, I'm just having a brain fart this morning. I don't know what's going on with me, but hopefully I'll get back into things, you know? So that's another company that you can look into. A real old school company, but to me it's just always seems to be at the bottom, is IBM. So IBM is International Business Machines. They've been around since I was a kid. Like, I'm gonna date myself, but like since the 80s. So IBM's been around. It's been a game player in the space of technology for a very long time. So look up that company, see what you can find on them. I'm gonna leave that for you guys to do as homework, and leave it in the comments below if this is a company that you would if this is a company that's worth purchasing. When I looked at it, it didn't do anything for me, so I kind of just left it alone. But if you guys find something, let's share it in the comments so that we can grow our wealth together. So another company is your favorite, Facebook, Meta. If you're on Instagram, that's Facebook. If you're on WhatsApp, that's Facebook. If you're on the actual platform Facebook, that's Facebook, Meta, whichever name you want to use. I like Facebook better, but whatever. They're using that for machine learning as well, and the algorithms to detect and remove harmful content such as hate speech, misinformation, and spam. The spam side, you guys gotta pick up the traction on that. Like, now they introduced the blue check, where you gotta pay $14.99 a month for the blue check to say that you're a real person. Guess what? I was on Instagram today and somebody added me, and I was like, this looks funny, and they had a blue check. And when I went through their information, I was like, this is a spam bot. So spam bots are now buying blue checks to spam you. So Meta, you got some work to do. You guys got to fix whatever algorithm that you need to do to get that out the way. Also with Meta, they're doing research for divisions that focus on advancing AI technology in areas of natural language understanding and computer vision and reinforcing learning. They also mentioned something that AI, they're going to be doing where you have the technology and it can, once you click on, like say it's a picture, like you see how you can see a TV there in the picture? what you will be able to do is take out like that physical picture out of the picture and have it on its own. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to see how they're going to develop that and what comes of it for something that we can potentially use. Like, you ever have something where it's like you either want something out of the picture or you want to put something in the picture and it just looks natural? I believe Facebook will be able to do that. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, he's a genius. Like, when his brain gets going and he thinks of something, anything can happen. I thought Web3 was going to be the next big thing, the way he was just pouring so much money in there. I think he said over 10 years he wants to spend 10 billions, but he ended up flopping on that, which is okay. But now he's making back all that bread by using the blue checks. And if spam bots are going to be picking up on these blue checks, I would be very afraid. Another company you guys probably never heard of, but it's like an international company. It's called Baidu. So Baidu is a platform. This AI platform offers a range of services, including natural language processing, image recognition, and speech synthesis that is used in various Baidu products and third-party developers. I forget exactly what Baidu does. Let me double check what they do. Baidu, so I can tell you guys. For some reason, I'm having a brain fog this morning. Baidu, they're a technology company. They're based out of China. I believe Baidu is their version of Google, if I'm not mistaken. They also produce movies. That's one thing that I just noticed with Baidu. So those are some companies that are heavily involved in AI technology. Me, I love Apple. I'm kind of sticking with Apple. Apple's not saying much, but Apple's doing a lot of... Apple's that type of company that we say less and do more. And when we're ready to let the world know, we just give you just that subtle advertisement about it. How they're using AI technology, they're using it in the healthcare space, where they have your smartwatch that can potentially detect if a heart attack's happening, if your blood sugar levels high, all that stuff. That's also a form of AI technology, because you putting on a watch and it's like, oh, I'm just about to have a heart attack, or this is how I could stop or can prevent a heart attack. Let me go to the hospital right now. Like, I think they're going to be saving a lot of lives. And if you're able to save lives and it's less entertainment and something that's beneficial to people, a lot of people will pick up on that or want to get into the smart watches or whatever device that they have. Because if that can save your life, why wouldn't you want to have an extra 10, 20 years on your life to enjoy, right? So me, I'm that person that likes to stick with Apple. Apple's one of the they're the game changer in anything they do. Like, they brought out the 1000 songs in your pocket, which is the iPod that eventually turned into your phone, where like you can have literally anything on your phone or any music on your phone. You can have a plethora of it, right? They brought out Siri. They brought out the cloud. Well, they didn't bring out the cloud service, but just their cloud service of how they do everything is just amazing. So this is not me telling you to go out there and buy Apple stocks, but this is just my personal preference. And that wraps up today's episode. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and share this with a friend so that we can grow this community. And I'll see you on tomorrow's episode for episode 32 of the Learn Podcast.